Right, we're back. Okay, so first things first, am I still ill? Yes. Nose is still fairly blocked. Today I wanted to talk about making the most of the time you have throughout the day and getting into the routine of utilising every second, making the most of every second of every day. So we'll get into that in a second, but first of all, I want to get into my workout that I had today. So we did back and rear delts. It's Tuesday. It's back day. Then we did 20 minutes of sauna at 107 degrees, and that was hot. That was hot. But back movements wise, today went really well. So pullovers. Last week I did 90 for a set of 8. This week I did 100 for a set of 8. High to low pull downs. Last week we did 90 for a set of 8. This week we did 100 for a set of 8. Barbell rows. We did 90 for a set of 8. This week we did 100 for a set of 8. Last week we did single arm cable rows. This week we switched to single arm hammer strength machine rows. So last week we did it with 35 kilos. We got 9 on the left, 10 on the right. With the machine rows, went up to 85, but obviously it's a different leverage system, and we got 8 reps on each side. Reverse dumbbell flies, last week I did not do them. This week I got 18 kilo dumbbells for a set of 8 reps. Reverse pec deck, last week I got 68 kilos for a set of 8 reps. This week I got 75 kilos for a set of 7 reps. And then this week I also did deadlifts and hammer curls, neither of which I did last week. Deadlifts I got 150 kilos for a set of 6, and that is without a belt but with straps. And hammer curls 24 for a set of 6. My main focus has been time under tension, focusing on the contraction, the squeeze, and a slow eccentric in the movement. But yeah, so progress has been made there, a monumental amount of progress. Tomorrow we've got side delts, traps. I might do a little bit of just upward trap movement, and then forearms and triceps. But we're going to do that fun tricep variation, which we all know and love. So what I wanted to talk about today is, as I said, utilising your time during the day for exceptional things. Me and my friend from college, I trained with him today, and we were speaking while we were training today, and he said, have you recently had the feeling that you've utilised every second of the day, that at the end of the day you look back and you think, I used every second to my advantage. I spent every second working, trying my best. I could not have got anything more out of this day. And the truth is that I don't get that very often. I haven't had it recently at all. I've been slacking. And in all honesty, I don't think a lot of you will have that feeling either. Because can you use every second to your advantage? And that's what I want to do tomorrow. So I'm going to be keeping myself accountable by documenting what I'm going to do on here, obviously, but I need to utilise every second. So I know that I'm going to wake up at 9:30, that I'm going to immediately have a cold shower. I'm going to have my litre of water alongside my supplements. Then I'm going to do my morning like podcast or reading. It'll probably be a podcast because I'm listening to a bit of George Janko show at the minute with his episode with Tony Robbins. Really good so far. So I'll probably watch that. Then around 10:15, I will go downstairs, have some fruit, so an apple, have a coffee, go to the gym, complete my session, do my sauna, get back from the gym, have my first 500 grams of beef mince, and from that point, I can either watch a podcast, do some reading, spend some time outside. It's kind of an open book of what I have to do before 2 p.m, which will be when I start calling, do my cold calls. Cold calls, I want to do as many as possible tomorrow. I know that I'll have to help unload the shopping that comes in because we get delivered, as well as cook myself dinner later on in the evening. So that'll be two things that will take away from my calling time, but other than that, I should have plenty of time to call and focus on booking some appointments. Obviously, I'm going to document my progress in the diary for the gym and for what I'm doing day to day, but we'll keep up with that. But I really want that feeling, because after my friends mentioned it, I haven't been able to think of much else. I want that feeling of looking back at the end of the day and thinking, I used every second. I made the most of it all. I used it all to my advantage. I worked so hard. After thinking about that, now I'm just thirsting for that feeling. I'm hungry for it. I want to feel that way. And once I've done it once, I'll know I can do it again. And if I can get into the routine of doing that day after day, utilising every second, then eventually there's nothing that's going to stop me. So that's what I want to be starting myself at the minute, is utilising every second of the day. So planning out right now, what is it that I have got to do tomorrow? So wake up 9:30. Cold shower. Water. Supplements. Podcast. Then I've put down fruit, coffee, gym and sauna. And I imagine that'll take me to get there, to do the session, to do the sauna, to get back. Hopefully I'll be back by 12. Then cook lunch, which will be more beef and fruit. After that, I'll probably be around 1 p.m. Then I can go on a walk. And then 2 p.m. start calling. Probably tell I still sound fairly ill. I don't know what's going on. It's just horrendous at the minute and I'm not enjoying it, but I know that eventually I'm going to feel better and it'll be brilliant. Because I know when I do feel better, I'm going to be so happy for it. I didn't really plan out much of a topic for today, other than going over what I was thinking about earlier today, which was I need to make the most of every second. Because looking back now, I can look back and see I've wasted so much time already, and I'm only 19. That's one thing. Time has just flown by so quickly. It doesn't feel that long ago that I was 16, just finished my GCSEs. I was in that summer and I was drinking most nights. That doesn't feel like that long ago, but yeah, it was 3.5 years ago now. 2.5. And looking back on that, so long ago. And since then I've changed so much. But I wish that I had the chance to do what I'm doing now if I started doing that earlier. I really want to make the most of the opportunities I have, and I don't want to let people down. Because I feel like I expect so much of myself, and yet on a day-to-day I don't know if I'm putting in enough effort to reach those goals. It definitely doesn't feel like I am. So I know that in the coming months, in the coming weeks even, I will either achieve something or have to change. What the change will be, I do not know. But if I don't achieve the goals that I've set out for the end of this month, then there will be a big change. And I will have to continue grinding on other aspects. We've set out the goals for tomorrow now, what I have to do. I'm ready. So I just want to say, yet again, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.